In a quiet coastal town, there was a peculiar shop called the Memory Keeper. It wasn't like the bustling cafes or souvenir stands along the beach. It stood apart, with its dusty windows and a faded sign. Yet, those who dared to enter would never forget their visit. The shopkeeper, an enigmatic man named Silas, had a peculiar gift. He didn't sell trinkets or antiques. Instead, he claimed to preserve memories, ones people had long forgotten. For a small fee, he would retrieve a lost moment from their past and let them relive it. One stormy evening, a young woman named Elena stepped into the shop. Her face was lined with worry, her eyes clouded with a sadness she couldn't quite explain. Silas looked up from his desk and smiled. "What memory do you seek?" Elena hesitated. "I don't know. I just feel like something's missing. Like I've forgotten something important." Silas nodded knowingly. The heart often remembers what the mind forgets. "Sit." He motioned to a worn leather chair, and Elena sat down nervously. Silas placed a delicate glass sphere in her hands. "Close your eyes and think of nothing. Let the memory find you." As she held the sphere, a warmth spread through her fingers, and her mind filled with vivid colors. Suddenly, she was transported to a summer day from her childhood. A field of wildflowers, laughter ringing in the air. She saw her younger self chasing a boy with a bright red kite, her brother. Tears streamed down her face as she whispered, "I forgot about him." The memory ended abruptly and she was back in the shop. "He died when I was a child," she said, her voice trembling. "I buried the pain so deep I forgot he ever existed." Silas's eyes softened. Memories, even painful ones, are part of who we are. We lose pieces of ourselves when we forget them. Elena left the shop with a heavy heart, but also with a newfound resolve. She began to seek out more memories through old photographs, letters, and conversations with family. Each fragment brought her closer to the brother she had lost and the person she had once been. Weeks later, she returned to the shop, holding a small, weathered box. "These are his things," she said. "I want you to keep them." Silas smiled. Memories aren't meant to be kept in a box. They're meant to be lived. Take them home, share his story, and let his memory breathe again. For the first time in years, Elena felt a weight lift from her heart. She began to share her brother's story with others, keeping his memory alive in the world. And in doing so, she realized that the parts of her she thought were lost had been with her all along. Memories, even the painful ones, are threads in the fabric of our lives. When we embrace them, we find not just the past, but pieces of ourselves we thought were gone. So, ask yourself, what memory have you forgotten that deserves to be remembered?